China is now the world's greatest carbon emitter, and its efforts to fix that have yet to have any significant impact. In a bid to spread awareness about alternative energy, China is hosting an international competition encouraging students to design and build the most energy-efficient solar energy house. China correspondent Fern reports from the competition venue in Shaanxi province.
In the middle of China's polluted coal belt in the northern Shaanxi province is China's bid to reverse its reputation on climate change. It's an international competition to design and build the most attractive, affordable solar-powered house. Richard King from the US Department of Energy started the competition in 2002.
And who would have thought that you could make curved panels and put photovoltaics on doorways and windows and skylights or awnings as a shading area?
He's a solar energy enthusiast who once drove across Australia in the World Solar Challenge.
Because a lot of competitions are billboards. You know, they do a drawing and you come in and judge them and someone gets a prize, but nobody in the public knows about it.
19 teams from more than 30 universities around the world are competing in the Chinese leg of the Solar Decathlon. This is the first time the competition has been held in Asia, and the first time an Australian team has taken part. The University of Wollongong made it through to both the American and Chinese finals with their creation, the Illawarra Flame. The students' skills range from engineering to design to communications. Project manager Lloyd Nicol is an engineering and commerce undergraduate.
It was an immense amount of hard work trying to coordinate all the students throughout the last 18 months, well, the last 2 years.
A team of around 50 students spent 2 years renovating, remodeling and retrofitting a home that's typical of a basic style of Australian housing. And it's been a challenge, from finding sponsors to fund the $1 million project to overseeing the shipping of the entire house to China.
Working with the Chinese shipping agent was a really interesting process. We sent our packing list and import documentation to them about 7 to 8 times. And we had to translate every item on the list and provide a description. They then came back to us and said, you know, what does a hammer do? What does a pair of tin snips do?
In the first week, the Illawarra Flame attracted around 1,500 people to see it while on display in Wollongong. In China, 4 times that number have visited the house in just 2 days.
So we've designed our own app to control this home. So it controls our lighting, our heating and ventilation. It monitors our energy consumption, our energy production. This is us turning the lights off and back on. We can also dim the lights here.
The rows of houses on display showcase the latest in solar technology, at least what's commercially available. And that's important because these homes must have market appeal.
The house is being designed for an elderly couple nearing retirement.
At a cost of around $300,000, a home like the Illawarra Flame is expensive to retrofit in Australia. In China, such homes like this one are unlikely to be popular. Most city people live in apartments. But the technology inside these homes is still viable. Dong Lei is a first-time competitor studying architecture at Beijing's Tsinghua University.
You would buy our furniture, you would buy our system, and all of these products could be purchased. And we plan to start a company, an old house company, to sell our products and sell our module, maybe not the whole house.
Although the aim of these Energy Olympics is for more people to learn about saving energy, Richard King from the US Department of Energy acknowledges there are problems with marketing solar energy.
You can see where it's more cost-effective in the long run to put a solar system on your house, but who's got $30,000 in their pocket? It's difficult. But it's really economical when you look at the long term.
The Australian team behind the Illawarra Flame is one of the favourites to win China's Solar Decathlon. There are plans to take part again, regardless of whether they win or lose. But whatever the result, this pioneering project will provide bright ideas and possibly even new ways of living for the next generation.